Hello there, welcome to All Painting My Way. My name's Rob, hope you're having a good day. Right then, today we're going to be talking about thinners. Thinners that you're actually going to use in your oil painting. Now, anyone that is oil painting, you are actually going to need a thinners of some sort. Basically, what you'll need the thinners for is for thinning out your paints, or for actually cleaning your brushes, or basically cleaning out afterwards. Now, thinners have changed over the years. They used to be very, very smelly, horrible smelling liquids that basically, if you were in an enclosed room, they basically just made you feel nauseous and gave you a headache over time. Nowadays, because basically companies are aware that they're not good for your health, and also they're not good for the environment, because people were actually pouring them down the sink and things like that, which I would definitely advise not to do. It's not a good move. It's not good for the environment. It's not eco-friendly. It's just not good practice. So basically what they done with thinners, they made them better for the environment, a bit more eco-friendly. As I say, they've taken most of the smell away. So if you are actually going to get a thinners to use in painting, make sure you get one that is odourless. It should actually say on it odourless thinner, even though you can still buy some of like the original turpentine stuff, which has got a really strong smell to it. I wouldn't advise using that if you're in a confined space. At the end of the day, I'm not saying there is no right and wrong thinner to actually use for your own project. It's entirely up to you what you choose. I would personally recommend make sure that you actually use an odourless thinner. It's going to be better for you in the long run. You're not going to get headaches, and basically you're not going to be able to smell it. What you actually find, a lot of these they've got citrus type ones now, where they've actually got an orange smell to them, or an actual lemon smell. It just basically makes it a bit more pleasing. Obviously, if you've got a pot of thinners open and you're constantly dipping your brush in them to actually clean them, you're stirring up the fumes. And obviously I'd rather be smelling citrus like lemon or orange smells, rather than getting a really strong chemical smell, which is actually not going to do you any good. Now basically, I've actually got one here that I'm actually currently using at the moment. I basically bought this in a sale just to try it out, just to see what it was like, and I'm sure most of you will actually recognise the name, and it is a Bob Ross thinner. It does actually say there, odourless thinner, as you can actually see. I mean, there's a tiny bit of smell to it, but nothing compared to what you used to get. And as I say, I mean, I bought this. They come in different sizes. I actually bought this because it was actually on a sale. I actually bought two of them. There's probably about half of this left in this particular one. Now, obviously, I will be trying others when I finish this. I'm getting on with this fine. This is ideal for me at the moment. It's doing a great job. I must just add, I'm not being paid by Bob Ross Company to basically advertise this or anything. I'm just letting you know they're not paying me large amounts of money, although I wish they were. But they're not. They're basically, I just found them in a sale, thought I'd use it, and it's doing a good job for me at the moment. As I say, I'll probably go on to something else at a later date just to try that out, and you know, it's always worth trying different brands to see. What I would advise as well is, if you are getting a different brand, make sure that it's compatible with a lot of the other chemicals that you're actually using in your paint. If you've got thinners, or basically if you've got like thickeners in your painting supplies that you're actually using, make sure, because you can't always mix one with another. They basically will have adverse effects of some sort. But make sure, most of them nowadays, if you actually get them from a particular supplier, most liquids are compatible with one another, and you don't get any problems. But it's always worth trying. Have a look on the small print. Just make sure that you can use it with other painting materials, and you should be fine, as long as you pay attention to what it says in the small print. What I'm actually going to do now, I'm actually going to put up a series of slides that you're actually going to see, just of probably about 10 or 12 different slides that I found for different thinners that companies are are actually offering out there at the moment. You might actually see, depending on whereabouts you are in the world, you might actually see your own brand out there that you're actually using, that your local art shop actually supplies. Do put in the comments below this video afterwards if you're actually using a particular thinner that you're getting on with. It'd be great to see what everyone else is using. And as I say, I mean, have a look through these slides. As I say, you might recognise them, and you know, as one of your brands. But I'll put those up, and then basically what I'll actually do, I'll just have a brief talk after I've put those slides up, and then we can go from. Oh, anyone who's just noticed these behind me, I've just had a delivery of some canvas, just a box of 10 canvas. I won't mention what they are at the moment. If you're eagle-eyed, you might actually recognise the label, but I will actually go in a later video. I'll actually go into and talk about canvas, what type of canvas I'm actually using at the time I'm actually making the video. I do try from one to another. As I say, there's so many different brands and textures out there, and coarseness of actual canvas grain. But yeah, just had those delivered today. That's what they're on the table behind me. Just unboxed them. But as I say, getting back to the thinners, what I'll do is say put these slides up, and I'll see you after these slides have gone through. Okay then, see you in a bit. Hi there. Right, as you can see, there's quite a few different varieties of thinners available. So again, when you're actually out, if you're actually running out of thinners, maybe try a different brand. Try a more eco-friendly one. There's a lot of citrus type thinners available nowadays. Got a nice smell to them, a nice lemon or orange smell. It's much better for you. I'd rather be breathing a nice smell like that in rather than a horrible chemical smell, which is going to give me headaches. So hopefully, as I say, that you found something there that was going to be basically of benefit to you, and you can see that when you're out in the shop, you recognise one of those and say that that's yours. So hopefully that you found that useful. As I say, this is the one that I'm actually using, which is the Bob Ross one, which, as I say, I found this in a sale. I'm not endorsed by these. I'm not just showing you these because they're paying me any money or anything like that. Far from it. I'm just saying it because this is the one that I'm actually currently using, and I find this ideal at the moment. I'll probably try another brand as soon as I see one available, but for now, this is doing the job for me. So hopefully you found that useful. As I say, let us know in the comments what you're using. If you've got a brand that you've been sticking with for a long while, and you know that's your #1 brand and you're never going to change, then let us know. I'd love to hear. Put your comments below so other people can see them. And yeah, hopefully you found all that useful. My name's Rob. This is All Painted My Way, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.